The shaft is lowered into a giant lathe for final machining. The lathe can turn pieces up to 67 feet long and weighing up to 61 tons.
Well, this is the stern tube shaft for an aircraft carrier, and I'm machining the groove for the half collar.
In the dry dock, several of the completed shaft sections are scheduled to be installed.
Basically what they're doing is they're trying a different method that they've never done before by installing these actually before they get everything covered up inside. They're going to pick both shafts up at one time and place them in the ship, which is all fairly new. I've never done all this.
The sections are installed in pairs. 4 of these pairs will be bolted together to form one entire propeller shaft. The piece is gently lowered into the narrow confines of the engineering compartment. The completed shaft must be perfectly straight in order to turn properly. Precise alignment is critical. "12 high-strength steel bolts join the sections. The joints must be able to withstand the force of the 80,000 horsepower generated by each of the 4 engines. Were a joint to fail, the shaft would tear itself to pieces. A portable hydraulic super wrench finishes the job. Half a dozen separate sections are now one. Dozens of new superlifts have now been added. The carrier has grown to half its eventual height. Adjacent to the dry dock, the next round of superlifts is being built. Inside what will become a stern section, the after steering room is being constructed by students from the shipyard's apprentice school. For all its modern technology, the shipyard still values the centuries-old tradition of the apprentice. Young men and women work alongside master shipbuilders. The secrets of the trade are passed down to a new generation.
Normally we go to school in the morning. We have classes. We take a little bit of math, some English, and then we come back out here to work until 3:30.
Yeah, I enjoy it because I used to sail on the ships. So it's kind of interesting to see how they're built and actually be a part of building it.
I'm from Hampton, Virginia, and I got started here. My dad works here, and he opened up the idea to me. I know I didn't want to go to college right away, so this seemed like a good chance for me to get started in something.
Well, I'm from North Carolina, and I heard about it from uncles that have been here 40 years and some cousins, some brothers.
Oh, I love it. You know, you get to play with fire, you get to build something, you know, you can say, hey, I built that, you know, in a couple of years. Really good opportunity, I like it.
12 weeks later, the stern section is complete. The 900-ton gantry is the only crane big enough to move it to the dry dock. From 17 stories above, the crane takes up the weight of the 1.5 million pound superlift. Below, the crew breaks loose the shores. Supporting the entire weight of this steel colossus, the crane struggles to haul it skyward. This is one of the heaviest lifts the 900-ton crane will have to handle. The forces involved are immense. The superlift must now be fitted to the ship, a process more ticklish than usual, as this unit must mate precisely with the two propeller shaft supports, which have been pre-positioned on the dry dock floor. There are only 3 inches of clearance.
Hey, come there. Ain't no way you can move that pipe. So what we need to do, we need to get back west here, baby, so we can be able to come down. All right, give me a little bit more west there, Dave.
From 250 feet above, the crane operator inches the mammoth superlift into position. The superlift now hangs inches away from its final position. With the crane still supporting the weight, steamboat jacks are now attached at dozens of points. It is human muscle power that pulls the stern section into final alignment, 1 fraction of an inch at a time.
Touch it up a little bit. You got the other side on.